Sunday Sharpe do 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 do. Sunday Sharpe do 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 do. Sunday Sharpe do 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 do. Sunday Sharpe. Hello and welcome on a rather sunny Easter Sunday, or Egg and Bunny Day, as I also call it, or when I'm feeling nice. Otherwise, it gets called Happy Zombie Day. Hope everyone is well and safe and happy and having fun, and got lots of chocky eggs and bunnies, whatever else you might have. I made out like a thief again. Lots of chocky and a big old tub of ghost chili pork scratchings. Unlike a lot of people in the UK who left their egg shopping until the last minute and everywhere sold out, which was rather funny. The amount of people I had to tell yesterday at work, sorry, we sold out. And so was everywhere else in the county and the country, pretty much. It's one of those things where everyone left it to the last minute when all the deals were off, all the buy two for half price or something. All those had ended. And then they decided they wanted to buy the eggs when there weren't any left. So organize yourselves, people. It's not difficult. If I can do it, anyone can. So, yes. Howdy, Scott. Hope you're all well. Thank you very much for sharing the stream out. Little Lisa, hello, and a hoppity Easter to you. Tony Bunny sends licks. Well, he would. If I had access to Tony Bunny, he'd be here with me, but I don't have access to Tony Bunny. So he's probably nibbling on a stick or licking someone's ear or nose. He likes to do both of them. He's a very cool bunny. For some reason I end up knowing animals that have got really weird personalities. It just happens. So we got 5 people here. 3 who are lurking. 2 are lurking. Nerd! Jason, how you doing, Redfish, Bluefish? Hope all is going well with you and your shop, all doing dandy and well. Shame you're not over here, because I could probably hit you up for some fish then. Not that I've really got much space. I've literally got that one 5.5 gallon that's empty. Quarantine tank. Or, well, actually, the way things are going, tank for the next lot of baby bristle noses. Such is life. And I've decided on names for the clown loaches. You might see one of them just pottering about that side of the tank. They are now called Clicky and Clacky. It's the noise they make when they're happy and they're munching. And the Epistogramma agassizii, or the agadoo fish, as I've been calling them. If you're not British, you might not get the agadoo reference. They're Marco and Floor. So if you get that reference, you're even more of a nerd than I am. Yes. Scott or my stream? This pond. I'll say, because I've got a new tank and I have a pond. Don't know about Scott. But pond's doing well. Thanks. Pond's doing good. Watson, Moriarty, Baskerville, and Holmes are all okay. Yes, I know. Why do I name my fish weird stuff like that? What's wrong with like Bob or well, I've got a Dave. Yeah, the new tank is all set up. I filmed an unboxing and I filmed one shot live setting it up, which goes from basically empty to basically full. The only thing I did after was put the fish back into it. Hey, then Daniel Sam, hope you doing? Hope you and yours are safe, and you remember to buy Easter eggs before they all sold out. Yeah, I washed my hair and it's doing weird stuff today. It's just getting ludicrously long now. Oh, hello, black cat. Yeah, run away. No, Ranger. Ronnie Gray. Rest called little brats. Yeah, that's a polite version of what I call some of my fish. Big J, how you doing, bud? Maggie and Noah Heseltine. Oh, damn, Jason. I like it. Oh, Maggie and Michael. Yeah. They're going to have to be blue fish, though, aren't they? Forget to buy chocolate you can mop up behind the human fry. Yeah, I know. I had a very nice smug face on under my mask all day yesterday where I was going, oh, sorry, we sold out. There aren't any chocolate eggs available in Norfolk. Yeah, that was a good one. Lovely Marit, hello my dear, how are you? Hope you're all well. I haven't spoken to you for a couple of days. Work being busy and annoying due to Easter. Bunny Egg Day, Zombie Day, whichever you want to call it, really. Just another one of those pagan festivals that the Christians stole. You know. Yeah, so what has been happening in the fishy room this week? I say, other than setting up the new Fluval Flex 34 litre 9-gallon to my American friends, not a huge amount, really. I've got all my water changes and stuff done early because I knew work was going to be real busy and annoying. Nola Jane, how are you doing, my darling? Yeah, so I'll watch Marit's video as well. I think it's. Have you got your channel set to child friendly, Marit? Is that what it is? Because then you don't get the notification bell or the comments. Okay. It saves. And some people. Yeah, I think you might have it set to child friendly, which disables comments and notifications. Which, if you were wondering why you were getting likes but no one was commenting on your video, that's why. And I would have kept it clean and nice. It's very pretty fishies. You should be a very, very proud fish mum. Fish granny, I suppose. Depends if you class your fish as your fin babies, then their babies would be your fin grandkids. Which in Crebence's case makes me about a great grandfather. God. Yeah, so we got the new Flex set up, everyone in there happy, all doing well. The CPDs and Tanky are in there. Mark and Flora doing well. Missy Cribb seems to be recovering from her ordeal. So ancient. Yeah, I'll go with that, Lisa. I'm ancient. I mean, they say you're only as old as the person you feel. Well, Mary's older than me, so I do wind her up about that. I mean, we're talking a matter of like 4 months, but she's my older lady. I'm the toy boy. Yeah, Missy Crib is doing rather well. She's got all the colours back. The eye, she's definitely blind in it. The eye is dying, as it were. But yeah, she's no signs of infection or fungusy or nastiness, and she's just back to getting on, breathing normally, feeding. She's a little bit wary because obviously she's now blind on one side, but so she's doing better. Misa Crib, he's now got his colours back as well. He was in a, oh crap, I'm in trouble. What I've done something wrong. Maybe he was in Heidi up mode. My thinking is they probably had eggs that got eaten, and then they blamed each other and had a big fight. And if someone in there is eating crib eggs, chances are it's probably Spotty, the bristlenose, or perhaps Panda the Cory. Yeah, Panda is a Panda Cory. I got really inventive naming him. I say him, I have no idea. It's only the really obvious ones I can actually tell the difference gender-wise. Sorted. Yeah, it's good to see you putting videos out again, Marek. And hear that voice as well. Oh. I'm sure somebody will check down. Do you want to have a quick check, see if you can see if the comments are on now? I would, but just from, oh, thank you, Marek. I love you. God, that sounded creepy. I mean, it sounded creepy to me, and that's really bad. And New England Endler. Hello, happy Easter. And yeah, little Lisa, yep, back door is open, so you can hear the sparrows, the blackie birds, probably some pigeons or doves in the background. You might hear the woodpecker. There's one around here. The tits tend to be fairly quiet. Yes, I mean blue tits and cold tits before anyone gets perverse and thinks I'm talking about ladies' breasts. Do you think if there were a bunch of breasts in the back garden, I'd be staring at a computer screen right now? Yeah. So I'm just going to have a look out, I hope. But yeah, lots of birdies tweetering about. We've got a whole load of newly fledged blackbirds around the area as well. So hopefully they all do okay and don't get nobbled by the cats. Because now I haven't got Zach around to protect them all, they might well get nobbled. Because little birdies in my garden were safe. Zach looked after them. Big ones, well, yeah, they were lunch, but you know, cats got to eat. I just wish he'd do a bit of a cleaner job of it when he did. Full blood eagle spread. Oh, it was grim. Yeah. So yeah, we've got Dan checking to see if Marek's comments are now on. Comments are on for breeding video, not the I'm alive again. Yeah, there might be a bit of delay. And I'm making no comment about commenting on Marek breeding. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's been going on in my fish room. No modelling done, no new purchases this week. After what I got last week's kind of not a surprise. Also a bit difficult to go out somewhere on Easter Sunday because everywhere's closed pretty much. Ah, speak of stuff, and he shall appear. Shawn. I hope you're getting some videos together for your Shelly shed as it's approaching completion rapidly. Oh God, what's my computer deciding it needs to do now? Let me guess. Oh God, it's doing the old background checks on everything. Don't know why it bothers doing that. We were talking about. Oh, I kind of mentioned off the cuff about breeding Marrett, so you know. Then you turned up. We're actually talking about Shelleys for once, or anything perverse or disgusting. First time for everything on this stream. So yeah, that covers what's been occurring. I haven't bought anything. I haven't built anything, painted anything. Yeah, so it's just putting the flex together. Yes, we were talking about fish for once. No mention of fingers. Actually. Yeah, yeah, so that's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Nothing there, nothing there. Spaz is being spazzy. Your cars are being happy. And everyone else seems to be getting on. Just again. More eggs. Oh dear. Whippy tails again? Or more CPDs? The amount of CPDs you've got at the moment, you've probably got more than most shops have, I think. Probably more than most wholesalers have, to be honest. It's a bit like me when I go into a fish shop and hear someone go, "Oh wow, look at all those bristle noses," and I look and go, "You call that a lot?" Random question: potatoes with cheese, yes or no? Oh hell yeah, hell yeah! I mean, if you jack a potato, you have melted cheese and butter on it. Mashed potatoes with a bit of cheese in is awesome. Chips and cheese or fries and cheese, also awesome. Not tried right. Well, yeah, roast potatoes I've had with cheese sauce. They work well. Yeah, I don't think there's a kind of potato that doesn't go well with cheese. But then I'm the sort of person who'll add cheese to a lot of things. And I'll even just, yeah, cheesy mash, more calorific, better. Exactly. Good cheesy mash. Not runny. No. Smooth and creamy, not runny and lumpy. And good thick gravy with it. You basically just mix the mash up in the mixing bowl and then pour the gravy in and then just sit there with the mixing bowl. I do it anyway. Yeah, you can't beat a bit of spud and cheese. So if you've not tried it, don't knock it, Marrett. Even better is lardons of bacon in the mash as well. Oh, that is just heaven on a plate. Some more fartawellas. Cool. Fartawellas, Paul Wellers, whichever. But yeah, very cool. More bevies is usually a good thing. Most people don't get to the stage where I'm going, oh crap, what am I going to put? I do actually have space now. Just. Changing or exchanging, Dan? Taking it back and getting a new one. This one's broken. Pretty much what happened to me. I'm pretty sure my parents got given the wrong baby at the hospital. That's what happened. So I'm considerably taller than either of them. Look completely different. Yeah. See, now you got me thinking about cheesy food. Nom 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 nom. The other one I had the idea of the other day was, instead of just a sausage roll, wrap the sausage meat in bacon as well. That would be epic. Bloody expensive, but duct tape. It works. Changing a mucky one after dinner into a shiny clean one in PJs, ready for bed soon. Which is the best time of day with kids, I would assume, when you finally get them in bed and asleep. I say you can always send one over this way, Dan, and we'll see how they deal with ghosts. Right. Let's see if we can undo this one-handed without having an accident. Because the last time I did that, I sprayed Monster everywhere. I've probably still got some of it on my glasses, to be honest. Still not sponsored. Hashtag. Heck, at this point, the boss should be sponsoring them because of the amount of my buy of them. Neither one of us need to be raising kids. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll stick with fish. They're a lot easier. If you don't like them, you can sell them. Can't do that with kids. Well, I mean, you can, just not legally. Yeah, I think I'm definitely past fatherhood age. It wouldn't work out well. You can't do that. That's not the way you raise a kid these days. Yeah. We won't get into my views on discipline and the lack of in a lot of the youth of today. Rehoming fee. I'll take it all sorted then, Marat. Oh dear. It's all right, not COVID, just still the back end of that cold from last week before. I can't remember. Just the last few chunks need to get out. Oh me. There goes one of them. Ooh. So that's what I like about certain foods and drinks, is you can taste them the second time. All went downhill with smacking. For every childless by choice, dogs and fish are just like, yeah. I say, my thinking is, obviously beating children is a bad thing. But a quick smack on the backside or the back of the legs doesn't do any harm. It reinforces that what they've done is wrong or dangerous or whatever. I'm like me. I mean, I learned how to cross the road by getting run over. It's like, well, don't do it that way in future. It's quite simple. But yeah, I think I literally started school the year after canes, etc., slippers all got, or any form of that got banned in the UK. So, I mean, that didn't necessarily stop the teachers, you know, lifetime habit, as it were. And the amount of times I've played games of dodge the board eraser as it came flying towards my head while I was bored. And the other thing is, it's not like we need more people on the planet, is it? Let's be honest. The planet's been crying out for decades, trying to get the population of us down, and we keep increasing the population. Ho hum. That's another view that won't go down very well. Yeah, Marriott 3 human fry. Yes. And she's crazy mama bear. Don't upset a Marriott. You'll regret it. Mind you, don't upset a Sharpe either, because you regret that as well. I'm actually not sure which of us would resort to physical violence first. I think possibly Marriott, to be honest. Yeah, I've kind of chilled out a bit in my old age. I tend to go from 0 to 5 to murder in my rage levels. Yeah, I have learned to walk away or keep my mouth shut or punch an inanimate object. I have broken my knuckles and fingers several times doing that, but you know, it doesn't lead to jail time. I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, that's the other one. Is I didn't want kids because I was worried they'd turn out like me. There isn't enough room on this planet for another one of me for sure. Jeez, can you imagine there being a teenage me running around? God, that'd be horrific. I mean, that would be an 80s slasher movie. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, on the upside, Sean, at least you'd be able to pass on your wisdom about how to avoid injuries. Yeah, don't do that. Trust me. That's how I got this scar. Now, you know why Daddy limps a bit on that side? Yeah, that's because Daddy tried that. Don't. Exactly. One of me's enough. One of me's all we're going to get. My parents didn't have any more, and I'm not going to have any. I don't think I've got any kids. There's that whole 90s thing I can't quite remember. Yeah, I was also in care, Lisa, so that's one reason I didn't. Yeah, I got booted into the care system. Oh, yeah, Marriott must be talking to Sean there. Everyone can think of ways to improve me. Starting out with a haircut, 3 trips to the dentist, diet, more exercise. No eating foods that I know are going to give me wind on, and timing it so the wind kicks in just as I get to work. Yeah, that's going to be fun with the ghost chili pork scratchings, because if I have some of them, you've probably got about 12 hours before you don't want to be in the same postal code. Uh, yeah. And as for pickled eggs, yeah, you just don't want to be in the same county of eating pickled eggs. It's just dangerous. It's a problem because I love them. And if any of my modelling friends were here, they would be able to tell you, oh, yeah. Well, you got the best kids because you're awesome mum. That's why it is, Marriott. You've done a great job raising them. You see? If you sucked as a mum, you wouldn't have awesome kids. You'd have little gits, but you don't. So it's the thing I always say. You look at the children, and that will tell you what the caliber of parenting is. Oh, geez, look at me. Oh, gentleman's relish with olives. Now, gentleman's relish I can eat. And to anyone who doesn't know, don't panic. We're not being perverse. Um, Olives, no, I can't do olives. Oh. No, no. Apple don't fall far from the tree. Yeah. In this case, the parents saw the apple fall and went, "We don't want that," and hit it with a baseball bat. Um, Figuratively, not literally. It was normally an open hand. Sometimes it was a closed fist. That was foster parents more often than closed fist, to be honest. But yeah. So Satan's revenge. How dare you put olives in with Satan? Satan is far better than olives. I know I'm going to be surfing the lake of fire and listening to all the good tunes. Wandering around going, all right, Joe. All right, Adolf. All right, Osama. Harold. all the mass murderers and people that are generally universally reviled, and I'll be there. Rocking out to the Stones. Sitting on a lava beach by the lake of fire. Satan's revenge is what happens when I eat pickled eggs, especially if they're pickled with chili as well. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's not a good thing. So, yeah, we're not racing to get there first, Sean. Um, I'm not sure who will get there first. It's one of those things where it's like I wouldn't even bother wandering towards the pearly gates just to see if I could get, yeah, it's just no point. I'm just going to straight down. Although I think I would like to stay a ghost and haunt people. Preferably a ladies' changing room at a gym. That would be the perfect place to haunt, I reckon. Um, yeah, or just somewhere people really don't expect it. Somewhere an elevator up. So, oh, bless you. Never. You're going to heaven. Yeah, some of us will be looking up and going, Hey Marriott, what's it like up there on the cloud with the harp? Or we're down here with the electric guitars and the beer. Yeah, I know what you mean. When you hit rock bottom and you look up and you see hell, and you got to get through that before you can get into the light again. It's not good. Um, I've I've described it before as it's like a well, and the further you go down that well, the harder it is to get out. No harps on strangles. Oh, good job I haven't got a harp then, really, isn't it? What about a low E string on a guitar? Because you can strangle someone with one of them. I mean, a high E string might snap, or it might just slice straight through. Yes. You'd be a subtle ghost, Sean. I wouldn't. I'd be copping a feel. I'd be slapping people. I'd be smacking people on the bum as they go past. Whack. Or hide in their underwear or that kind of thing, you know. Yes. I'd be the pervy ghost. Next. Yes. Actually, speaking of which, him upstairs has been relatively quiet the last few days, so no issues there. And this little one's been spending a lot of time looking at the new fishies in the new tank. I haven't had any airlines pulled off or anything negative happen, so I'm assuming he's happy with them. He did meow and introduce himself to Marco and Fleur. And the fish can definitely see him, especially the Acaras. You get them and they'll come to the front, but they'll be facing forward and looking down at the floor, and there'll be nothing there. But they'll just sit there staring. So his son is back. Of course, he's happy. Yes. Yes. He did like well. He liked a bit of sun, not too much. Given how super floofy he was, he didn't like too much sun. He did like thunderstorms and snow as well. So I think the snow was just showing how hard he was. Now, when there's snow sat on the shed roof and the cat is sat on the shed roof and it's still snowing and he just sat there going, yeah, and same with thunderstorms. He would sit there and just watch a thunderstorm. So I'd go outside, sit up, fishing chair, fishing brolly, just sit under it, and we'd sit there and watch the storm together. We chose gentleman's relish for Muck's name anyway. Hobos behind the grace. Yeah, there are two different versions over here. One's called gentleman's relish, and the other one is Elsenham relish, which is made by a company based in the village of Elsenham. Well, that mental game going just enough time. Put him on the edge and I'll whack him over. Yeah. I'll catch him on the way down and yeah. But it's yeah, I think it would be fun to haunt people. I mean, I don't know, would I want to haunt loved ones and family? Or would I want to haunt strangers somewhere random? It's somewhere people really don't expect it, like I don't know, McDonald's drive-through. I'd haunt anyone. Wouldn't bother me. I mean, it'd have to be somewhere I could have fun messing with people. That'd be sure. I don't really get any problems, really. I mean, Zach does like to unplug the occasional airline, and the shadow person does like to turn the occasional figure or model around. That's it. Yeah, hear a bit of wandering around upstairs. See the shadow on the stairs as well. But stays upstairs now. He used to come up and down, but now Zaki is ghost cat. He keeps the shadow person upstairs, which is fine by me, because if there's a ghost about, the temperature's a few degrees cooler, and I like sleeping in the cold, so yay. Fancy hotel. Oh yeah. Oh geez, can you imagine me, you and Marriott all haunted in the same hotel? In the store just for fun. Yeah, or haunt a fish shop or a local fish store or something like that. That'd be quite amusing. Hi, yeah, I want that better. Those shrimp. Oh, and one of them big cichlids as well. Smack. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Me, you, and Sean in a hotel. I don't think we'd have to be ghosts. We could probably get the place shut down alive. So, you know, kind of pranks we'd be pulling, kind of messing about. We would. I mean, I for one would be farting through keyholes. Although as a ghost, you wouldn't need to do that. You just walk through the door and do it directly on their head. Did something just fly past in front of me? Well, I can't see where it went. Probably another ghost. Yeah, that would be. It'd be a bloody hilarious TV series, though. A TV series told from the viewpoint of the ghosts that haunt the hotel, or a movie, perhaps. Yeah, exactly. Sure, we think too much alike, man. It's just not good. I'm sure if the three of us traced our family tree back far enough, we'd probably coincide somewhere. Not talking Charlemagne distance back. Yes. What are the odds that three equally messed up people with equally messed up senses of humour all start keeping fish and then meet on the internet? It's like Match.com gone wrong, which I think is called Plenty of Fish, or Tinder, or Grinder. I should do one for people just looking to get married and call it Binder. Stock me up with chocolate and set me. Well, I would have stocked you up with more chocolate, Marriott, but postage was getting expensive. Gone back to the 1570s, far enough for me. Yeah. As far as I know, back is my grandparents. Mr. Bob, Mr. Kayla, how the devil are you, sir? Happy Bunny Egg Day, sir. And lovely Cheryl, hello, my dear. Happy Bunny Egg Day to you too. And yeah, I haven't got around to replying to your comment, but thank you very much for watching my video, and all those who did. say all, not many, but you know, it's a badly shot 3-minute video about a pond that hasn't really done anything. So, excuse, I do have more content in the works and ready to go, including one in which a certain Mr. Ooted is getting a mention. So, yeah, we've got how to catch shellies. We've got the Fluval U1, the new Nicrew Light, Flex unboxing, the Flex setting up. So we're sorted for videos for a few weeks. And once everything settles down, I'll then do a video showing the new Flex and mark on the floor. Might have to be a special appearance by Spaz if he's around as well, because hello birdie, he's hiding up again. Just see the back end of his tail sticking out of his tree stump. 50-50 if it's good or not. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. It's a positive thing, John. It's one of those, if I do a video sharing a tip or something, I've done it quite a bit of modeling stuff. But if I'm sharing a tip, I credit the person I got the tip from. They might not be the first person who thought of it, but they're where I heard about it from. So only fair to credit the person I got the idea from. Now, I mean, there are a few things I've figured out and made up myself. Like a painting technique I refer to as moist brushing. Don't. Yeah, it is shelly related. Yeah, it's how to catch them. It involves a bucket and a mug and some shells. And we sat there waffling on for a bit, wishing that they'd actually come out of their shells, go down to the bottom of the bucket so I could actually show how you're supposed to do it, rather than just sit there in the shells looking at me going, this ain't right. Yes. Oh. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Yes, little birdies are still singing. We're having the evening song. Yeah, we've got blackbirds lined up on the roof of the bungalow out the back, so that's what you can hear. Just the standard British blackbird, black with a yellow beak, or the female, which is brown with a brownish beak. Nothing too exciting. Not some super rare birdies in the garden. Oh, Big Daddy, what are you doing, Big Daddy Shelley? You look like you're on the prowl. Are you guys hungry or something? I think they might be. Shall we feed the Shelleys? Have I got any suitable Shelley food close by? Without breaking myself or the chair. Well, I don't know if these are actually any good as a food, the tetra micro granules, but everything seems to enjoy eating them. So, you know, there's a mix of krilly ones and spirulina-y ones in there. There we go. And cue the carnage. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Let's see the carnage unfold. Oh. There we are. Zoom. And yes, some of them do now actually take the food direct off the surface, which I never really expected, but try and hold the camera still sharp. This is the thing is, I want to look at what I'm filming rather than the screen. But yeah, so we have that one is slightly less overcrowded than it was. So we got everything hiding in there. More Shelleys in there. Cribs and bristle noses. Cribs and bristle noses. Cribs and bristle noses. Cribs and bristle noses. Empty. Yay. Is there anyone? Is there anyone funky out and about here? No, there's Donkey. Hello. And for some reason, the other two Akaras keep hiding behind the log. Funny feeling there might be some Meggies down there. Probably won't become morning because I reckon a certain spazzy type person may well sniff them out and have a munch. We saw the sun. Yeah, there is some. It's still daylight here for about another hour. Should be daylight till the stream ends almost. As long as you didn't see up my nose, you're okay. Still amazed by Amber's video. Yeah, well, I mean, Amber is a fish whisperer. Don't care what people say. She's got that special touch. Yeah, so she could probably do that in any of her tanks. No, rest of us stick our hand in a tank and all the fish vanish. Amber puts her hand in the tank and they all come swimming up to her. But yeah, it's just the way it is. I say I haven't heard anything from Amber for quite a while now. I hope she's okay. Her or Joseph. So I haven't seen any videos from either. So a bit worrying, but hope they're doing okay. So him. What are you doing? Asgody talked to her yesterday. Good. Yeah, she can. Bless her. And she's not too far off of our senses of humour either. She's just rather better at hiding than the rest of us are. Perhaps not quite as dark a sense of humour, but yeah, I think I'd say probably safely say we all love Amber. And Joseph, to be honest. Although I would think that the ladies probably find Joseph slightly more visually appealing. She can breed anything, some of us don't. Yeah, well, it's one of these things. I don't necessarily try to breed fish; it just sort of happens. Yeah, I'll try and put a male and a female together. If I'm buying and I can get a male and a female, and I can tell the difference, then I get a male and a female. Yeah, just in case. It might happen, might not. But I haven't, as I say, set up a breeding system specifically for the purpose. I just had to set up a rack to deal with what happens when they decide to breed on their own. Why am I rolling a new cigarette when I still have half of one in the ashtray. So here we are, thinking heads on, people. Let's have some questions. What would you like to know about a Sharpie? Or what a Sharpie thinks of things? Yeah, so going for Shelley Shaw, it is rather difficult to tell which is which usually. I got lucky, I bought 4 and 2 turned out to be males and 2 turned out to be females. I've had to move one of the males due to territorial disputes and arguments, but I say the rest seem to be getting on okay now. I've added some more shells, so there's more space for them. Taken some out, moved them across. So hopefully, I'm sure I've got some that are definitely ready to be moved on, just not really enough to make it worth the while. I mean, financially. If I work out either the cost of petrol or a bus ticket, what I'd get for 4 or 5 Shelleys, it's probably not worth it. Hi, Chevy. Hello, my dear. How are you? Hope all is well. Happy Bunny Egg Day. Good to see you. Yes. Actually, I do have one question. Generally, not sure the same with the Pistos and Rams. How many times have I been to Slough and how much did I enjoy it? Once. And never again. How's that for us? Yeah, Slough. It's one of those places you drive past on the way to somewhere else. You try not to go there if you can help it. I know there's some very interesting historical stuff around there, but I'm quite happy in Norfolk, Jason. It's a nice place. We have history, wide open countryside. Yeah, yes, grey industrial misery. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, there he is. His big boy's out and about. He's woken up from his snooze. Yeah, grey industrial misery. There's quite a few places like that in the UK, to be honest. Less industrial these days, but they're still grey and miserable. Probably more miserable because the industry is still there, it's just not used. But yeah, Norfolk is a very pretty place. It's one of those things you get blasé when you live somewhere and you see it every day. Right, maybe not every day, because I tend not to go too far if I'm going to help it. But yeah, you forget how pretty the place you actually live is. And every so often you just sort of stop and look and you go, yeah, it's gorgeous. No worries, Dan. You look after them human fry, do the fostery type stuff, and hope all works out well in the end. Have a good evening, bud, and stay safe. Oh, I think we might have got it. Yes. Where else can we go? I'll say it's one of the things they're talking about more staycations again this year. You know, don't travel abroad. Duh. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of adverts on YouTube for holiday places in the UK. For some reason, I'm getting lots for the Norfolk Broads. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to go on holiday for a week to the Norfolk Broads when it's like 30 miles away. It's kind of day trip. Go, have a look, have a wander about, maybe a little boat ride, come home again. Not go spend a week sleeping on a small boat, chugging around. Nah, I would get bored senseless. You know, don't get me wrong, the Broads are beautiful, but there's only so much chugging along at 4 mile an hour down tree-lined waterways before it all starts looking the same and you start taking to drink. um, been there, done it. No need to do it again. And yeah, most of the places I'd like to go on a holiday, or like to go, wouldn't necessarily be holidays because it would be like exploring and going and seeing things. Not really what most people would consider a holiday, like sitting by a pool or on the beach, getting drunk and frazzling yourself. Yeah, never liked traveling anyway, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, exactly. Lockdown to me doesn't really make a huge difference majority of the time. Okay, some of the shops I might want to go into are shut still, and obviously this. Um, but yeah, I don't tend to go out. I don't. I don't feel the need to go and like have a meal at a restaurant every week or month or whatever, or go on trips to places all the time. I can quite happily stay at home. I've got plenty to keep me occupied here. Yeah. I know the bed's comfortable. Yeah, that would be a cool one. Go catching fish for breeding. Um, don't know what I'd go for though. Got me out blowing bubbles in the garden for the doggy. Oh, that does sound like a good way to spend a Sunday evening. Sat in the garden, enjoying the sun. If you enjoy the sun, I don't, as you can tell by the coloration. Um, yeah, give doggy a fuss for me. Yeah, so that's one of those things I'd do. If I ran a shop, I would let people with dogs come in as long as it's a well-behaved dog. But yeah, so yeah, you can bring your dog in, but I've got to have a fuss. I'm the kind of person who would have a shop and have a shop cat. Yeah, even if it was a fish shop. You got Easter egg box filled with treats to have a little bit. Oh yeah, border collies are awesome. Gotta love a border collie. But yeah, they do take a lot of tiring out. It's one of the ones where you take a border collie on a walk and you're knackered before the dog is. So when I was in care, the long term place I was at, we had a border collie, and okay, we were in the countryside, so it was okay. But yeah, you'd be out like 3-4 miles away, and he'd come trotting over to you. Like, what the hell are you doing here? Go home. Or you'd call him, and like 15 minutes later, he'd come back. That's not because he didn't want to come back. That was because he was just within earshot and he just run all the way back from wherever he was. Yeah. And then try to take Shadow just looking at compensating in the truck. Now, but Shadow's a proper dog. Proper big woofer. German Shepherd, yeah, a little bit easier. I mean, obviously bigger and stronger, so they will drag you around if you're not careful, but very loyal and very protective dogs. Once you make friends with a German Shepherd, you're friends for life. So I'm trying to think what other dogs we have. So Bob the Border Collie. There was Dog the Welsh Sheepdog. Yes, we had a dog named Dog because that was written on his bowl. Um, Cooper, who was some weird terrier type mix. Mutsy, who was a Cairn Terrier over the years. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, numbers are going down. And we're back. Sherry had a giant bunny named Puppy. Yeah, I was supposed to have a dwarf lop-ear rabbit when I was little called Thumper. Ended up being about the same size I was at the time. Definitely wasn't a dwarf. That was huge. One of the ones where the neighbours' cats would get in the garden and the cat would get beaten up rather than the rabbit. You didn't worry about keeping the rabbit in the hutch because it was anything else that got in the garden was in danger, not the rabbit. Well, it was the same when I had my rat, Ratney. She tore several holes in next door's cat back then. Yeah, it's a bit more. It's another dog. Yeah, beware the owner. Yeah, Marriott wants a dog. Cheryl says up my rabbit. Yeah, I mean, like little Tony Bunny. He's lovely. He wouldn't hurt a fly. I know. I say he'll nip you if you're being naughty, you're doing something wrong. He'll let you know. Gentle nip. Um, but he don't bite. He's a very good boy. But yeah, Thumper was just psycho bunny. I mean, it got to the point where I couldn't like play with him, as it were. Sean, behave. Um, because he would just attack me. Yeah, Tony plays football as well. He's got like a wicker raffia type ball, and he loves to pick it up and throw it to you, and then you roll it back and picks it up and throws it back. Big Tank Hank. Flex. Yeah, pits and bullies are softies. Yeah. My experience as well is the dogs that get demonized are the softer ones. Right? Of all the dogs I've had interactions with in my life, the only ones that have ever tried to bite me have been the small ones. The big ones that are supposed to be big, scary, dangerous dogs, just complete softies, Rottweilers, Great Danes, Doberman Pinschers, Shepherds, Bull Terriers, all these kind of things. Just softies. And they might put you, they might put your hand in their mouth and give you a bit of a chew, but they're not trying to bite you. Yeah, problem is the other side of the lead, exactly. It's not a bad dog, it's a bad owner. And then the dog gets put down, and the owners might be banned from keeping animals, but they'll just go out and buy another one. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not one for animal cruelty, as you guys can probably realise. But I mean, where I lived in Deetham, there was one house they had a psychotic little terrier. Can't remember what flavour he was. And if he was out in the garden and someone walked or cycled past, he was out and chasing you, trying to bite you. And he nearly got me one day. I was on my push bike, cycling along, and came charging out. Luckily, I heard him on the gravel as he came, and he basically went straight for my ankle. Unluckily, he got kicked. Yeah, that was literally just me protecting myself. I was about 13 at the time. But yeah, that was purely self-defense. But then you get the small dogs that are completely soft, soppy, friendly things. But yeah, it's like the short man syndrome, isn't it? You get a guy who's short and either bald or ginger. They tend to be the really aggressive people. Whereas the guy who's like 6'5" and built like a brick wall, Big Tank Hank, is a complete softie who's just more likely to give you a hug than anything else. You can tell the people who are trouble because they're the ones who stand at the end of the bar like that, holding their beer, waiting for someone to bump into them and spill their beer so they can hit them. Just look at them and go, nah. Yeah. Right. Oh, poor little collie. But yeah, this is it. Competition doesn't mean I'm aggressive. But are you short, Sean? No. It's the small syndrome. Now, I'm not saying that short people can be more aggressive than tall people, but kind of happens that way. Yeah, Sean, little man syndrome. Um, oh, geez. Is that what I've come to? Oh, dear. 6'3", 6'4", so yeah, short. Yeah, stumpy. It did used to be 6'7", but all the accidents over the years. Little lady syndrome 4'11". Oh, perfect huggable height. Yeah, so Marek, you're not the shortest person here. Well, I think I'm about 5'11" ish, somewhere around there. Might be 6 foot on a good day. I'll stretch my back out a bit and actually stand up straight rather than slouch. Again, I'm blaming it on years of abuse of my body. It's got small, well, I'll say smaller, shorter over the years. If anything, my arms are getting longer. Yeah, 5'6", that's not short. That's pretty much average height for a woman, I think. 5'6" to 5'8" is average height for a woman. Exactly. It's the land of the giants around here. Although if I don't lose some weight, I'm going to be about as round as I am tall. So at least then I'll be in shape because round is a shape. At least just look at it this way. It means there's more people to help you get things off of the high shelves in the supermarket. Someone will have to touch the floor. What with? Depends how far you bend over, I know. And we're all pretty much the same height when we lay down. Really? Your feet such as fall? I float. Yeah, I float about half an inch off the floor. I just make it look like I'm walking, and then I complain that my feet are hurting near the end of the day. So that is the thing, is it's easier to, if you're with a shorter person, it's easier to hide things from them. Plus, I still pass as a teenager. Well, this is it. How many times have you been asked for ID while you got your mask on? Because I swear I'm getting worse at judging women's ages. There was someone the other week who was 32, and I asked their identification to see if they were 18 to buy alcohol. I think I made her day, to be honest, but you know, it's oh yeah, 32 is one of my more favoured numbers. Pretty much anywhere in the 30s, 32, 34, 36, 38. Yeah, they're all good numbers to me. It is. Exactly. You know, it's annoying when I get asked because I don't have any ID. I mean, not that anyone really should mistake this for being under 18. Right? Yeah. Going bald, going grey. Generally got pretty much full face of white beard. Um, more wrinkles than a badly applied tank background. It's when you got the ID, you look at him and go, I went to school with your mum. Who cares? I was John swears. Yeah, I watch plenty of them as well. I enjoy a good bit of creative swearing. Creative swearing is always good, fish tropic, and welcome aboard. Yeah, I'll say it's not a problem I have. I mean, when I was underage, I never got asked. I mean, obviously going back a long way to the mid-90s. So yeah, by the time I was at college, it was legal to buy cigarettes anyway at 16 then. When I was 16, it's going to be bald and grey. Yeah, well, yeah, I haven't got the youthful look in my face. Ooh, eggs on the filamentosa. Ooh. Getting so tired of snowflakes. Yes, me too. Not part of the Me Too movement. Yeah. People who get offended for the sake of getting offended, when, especially when it's something that's not even aimed at them. You know, you crack a joke with someone else about something that between the pair of you, that joke is perfectly acceptable. Might contain swearing, might be about disabled people, whatever it happens to be about. But then someone else who overhears it gets on a high horse and complains. I wasn't talking to you, so butt out. If I wanted to offend you, I would have said something properly offensive. It wouldn't have been a dead baby joke or something. It's bulk of our conversation, creative swearing, pretty much. Pretty much. It is when you spoonerize things so Father Mucker and gits and shiggles, and people get confused. I'm having a bit of a convo and someone butted in. I've got to be honest, I'm surprised I haven't had any hate yet for calling my Bashir what I've called him. Do you have a look at Spazzy Boy while he's up? Let's see if we can find him. Where is he? Wrong. There he is, right up at the top of the tree stump. Here's the spazzy boy. So calling someone a spaz in the UK is really rather offensive. But I'm not calling him that in an offensive way. It's because he is a bit of a spaz. Yeah, I mean, you're sweet and lovely and super friendly, and you like your fussies. Oh, see, still daylight. Yes, I know my back door needs a clean. No, not that back door, Sean. I washed that this morning. Yeah, so don't bother to get offended. Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot I find offensive other than people getting offended about things that aren't offensive. Well, that and the boss, you know. I think we're all offended by our bosses. Crayfish mom, name Spaz. Yeah, exactly. A lot of these things, people take the word as the word is bad. It's not the word is bad. It's the context and the usage of the word that is bad. Now, when you get two black people and they call each other the M word, ending it in an A, no problem. If I had black friends, I've got black friends, I've had them call me Captain Pasty Chalky here. They've called me that, right? So I call them that back. Yeah. I had an Asian friend that I called communist, right? Or Uncle Ho, you know, things like that. And other people found it really offensive, but me and him were just having a laugh. You know, you've got to take. It's very, especially these days where a lot of it is reading things online. It's very easy to miss subtle context, especially if it's two people that know each other. Because I've had this happen many a time, usually in modelling groups, where you'll be having a laugh with someone that you know, online, no necessarily know in real life. You're having a laugh and a joke, taking the mickey, and then someone else steps in and has a go at one of you for what they called the other one, and you're both like, what? Did you not notice that every single comment has been ended with a smiley, laughy emoji, or a lol, or a PMSL, or a ruffle, or a lamau? Did you not notice this? The fact that you go through it and just escalating and taking the mickey out of each other. Or when you get two people who do like that, know each other and take the mickey out of each other over something, then someone neither of you knows joins in. And you're like, no, you don't get to call me that. He can because I've known him for years. You don't. Better than complete strangers. Carpet match. Well, you know, let's be honest, there aren't many men who choose to dye their hair ginger. And yeah, you might have bare flaws. Yeah. It's especially when it's an obvious, like someone's dyed their hair blue or bright red. You know, something that's obviously not a natural hair color, and then you're like, really? Yeah, exactly. It's either people sticking their nose in where it's not needed, or getting offended just to be offended, so they can then go on Facebook or wherever to say they heard this and they got offended by it. Just live your life. Don't be such drama queens. Stuff happens. Actually, speaking of carpeting and hardwood floors or lino, has anyone else noticed a certain amount of videos sponsored by Manscaping, a company that creates products purely to trim gentlemen's underbelt regions, trim and care for, all sorts of lotions and things. What? Just wash like anyone else normally would. You don't need to use special unguents and lotions down there. Soap and water will do the job if you really must trim it. Same ones you use on your hair or your face will do the job. Not, yeah. No, what? There was a Manscaping advert before. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a badly placed advert, isn't it? I mean, the only reason I'm remotely clean shaven is because I've been with Mary today. If I hadn't seen Mary today, I wouldn't have had a shave this morning. I would basically have full beardage and go into complete neck beard down to like there. Yeah, the ball trimmer. Oh, yeah, no, just get older and don't worry about it. That's the easy solution. It was never even something thought of when I was younger, and now I'm at the age it's like, really? No drapes, only blinds. Yeah, just do it in vertical strips across, or horizontal strips, sorry. Yeah, I've got blinds, mate. Huh? I've got to say, I've never actually been asked that question. Does the carpet match the drapes or collar and cuffs? But then, and I've dyed my hair lots of random colours over the years. Nowadays they don't, because what nobody tells you is the first bits of hair to start going grey aren't on your head at a hockey game. Yeah, well, I would say I'm not surprised that you've been asked, but you see, that is the only time I would possibly have been tempted to actually do it is when I had like bright red or bright blue or purple hair. Maybe. But they don't match now. I mean, it's like really dark brownish, nearly black, and down there, it's pretty much grey. Person asked about so you heard what you wanted to hear, did you, Marrett? I mean, I can't think of any question that you would ask someone that could be taken that way that wouldn't be meant that way. Everyone went to cracked up. Yeah, I can imagine you just turn around going, "No, hardwood floors." No, it's in a pride flag and plaited. Oh, yeah, that's something you don't want to do, innit? Don't want to go plaiting down there. That could get very painful every time you moved. Ooh. And I'll say, and the other thing is with the manscaping thing, I know from personal experience how much it itches, which is why ladies that do it, we're not worthy. Because I did once shave my chest and belly, and that itched like a mofo. I am not shaving my nuts. It's one thing to be in public and go, right, he's got an itch. That's okay, right? You can't be standing there in public. Yeah, it's ungullible. Yes. Yes. Not ice hockey, but I did get banned from playing field hockey at high school. But, don't give me a 3 foot long wooden stick and expect me to not hit people with it. Ah, Griffin, hello, how the devil are you? Good to see you. Turns up as we're part of the security. I can, yeah. Don't upset the security. She'll kill you. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about all these guys with razor blades on their feet, carrying big sticks and wearing armor. Be worried about the woman over there. Oh, we're back to never mind the dog, beware of the owner. This is all, yeah. I'll say, it's, give me a hockey stick and then someone hits me with their hockey stick, I'm going to hit them back harder. I don't care if it was an accident or I should have been more careful. And also, why give someone a big stick and then make it against the rules to use it to hook their feet out from under them when they're trying to run away from you? That's just common sense. They should learn to balance better, lift their feet. No, it's not your fault. Back when I used to play soccer, yeah, we actually tackled people back in those days. 2 feet, sliding tackles. Can't get the ball, you go for the ankle. Was it Chopper Harris? Oh, that tells you about the guy, how he played football, Ron Chopper Harris. I think he once said, the man can go past and the ball can go past, never the two together. That was kind of the view of football when I was growing up. Oh, yeah. Merritt's on her knees in front of, yes, we know where that one's going. Yes, we knew where that one was going. I said, you're welcome to take my socks off any day. Well, you probably want to leave them on, to be honest, given the state of my hooves. My fingers and hands aren't exactly straight, and I broke my feet almost as many times. So, and blew one of them up. So they're not in a particularly pleasant, viewable state. Yes, it is true. Some Englishmen do leave their socks on for sex. Whole team died. Oh, what a typo! What a typo! Oh, oh dear. I don't even know if I can say that publicly, so I won't. Yeah, that's going probably a bit too far down that particular wormhole. Red faced, I'd have unzipped. Hey Priscilla, what you eating? Hope it's yummy. And fist bump to the X-Man. Hey Jess, and also to Priscilla, happy Bunny Egg Day, and to little X-Man as well. Not so little these days. He's going to be big X-Man. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. All right. Should I? Mandy's and Ginger. Hello, stranger. Long time no stop for you to say hello, my dearie. How the devil are you? I've missed you. Hope you're all well and good. Chili cheese curry, good, good for the diet. Well, yeah, if you put enough chili in there, it'll be good for the diet because it comes straight out the other end again. X-Man's having chicken tenders. Cool. Broke the ice for the new guys up. Broke the ice and caused a few tents, I would have thought, as well, knowing you. I've said it before, you're responsible for more tents than the bloody scout movement. Seriously, you should work on a burn ward. You'd keep the sheets off of the male patients at least. Good chicken tenders. Says the guy that, yeah, I don't eat chicken. So, you know, as you might be able to tell, it's starting to get dark now. Outside is always dark in here. There's always a faint undertone of darkness wherever I'm involved. It's just whether I ramp the darkness levels up or keep them low. It has been getting fairly dark around here this week because Boss was in a foul mood most of it. Mostly not caused by me. I just had to deal with the after effects. Life has been really mixed for last year. I'm sure. The tube habits, trying to find time checking. Yeah, well, we all miss you too, Mandy, but you know, real life comes first. Um, we'll all still be here when you're ready. As I say, it's good to see you. You're another one that I was worried about, thinking I've not heard or seen anything of Mary for quite a while now. Thinking, do I send her a message? You okay? Yeah, you're good at security because you just make the men feel really uncomfortable. Yes, I can quite imagine that. Yes, you have a certain ability to make men feel uncomfortable. Into my phone is the other side of the room. I have heard it ping a few times. It's probably the boss complaining about work again. Well, yeah, that's not you. That's all right. I'm safe then. No pictures of wet fingers or elbows. Medical trainers through the football helmet. So. Ah, well. Well, yeah, I know. I'm typical male. I'll think these things. Think I haven't heard from so and so in a while. But no, I wonder if they're okay. And then it completely slips my mind, and I forget. But hey, I forget lots of things, so don't take it personally. As I say, it's one reason I like working in a shop. It means I get to wear a name badge. So when I forget my name, I can look down and see it. Yes, that happens. Normally, if I've got lots of bits of paperwork to sign, which doesn't happen too often these days, thankfully. But back when I worked in the warehouse, you can be signing 20, 30 bits of paper, depending. There's some deliveries you had to sign for each pallet. And you're getting 26 pallets in, or 28 from PPG. Yeah. And you'd have to sign for each pallet. You get halfway through and you forget what your name is. But yeah. Exactly, Marek. Big hugs to Fish Fam Group. Hug for Mandy. Socially distant one. I'm getting good at air hugs. Hugging people from 6 feet away. Let's start door 2. Skip the ice bath. Yeah, I'd be skipping the ice bath as well. Hell no. No, it's all right. I'll be fine. I ain't getting in there. I don't need to go home and cut glass with my nipples. Yeah. Yeah, the only football coaches I ever had were all male. So, one of my PE teachers at school, we were a bit, is he? Yeah, don't take it personally. The same thing. Don't slow my brain down enough to form memories. That's a good. I mean, I form the memories. The memories are in there. I just can't access them. Every so often, one will spring up randomly. Like, oh crap! That's what I was doing in '95. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I was say we got. There's a bit of a chatty thing going on. So if you wanted to join in with it, Mandy, you're more than welcome. I'm sure we can hook you in with Marek. It's all. I mean, hey, let's be honest. Anyone whose messenger profile picture is a red panda is good in my book. Because red pandas are like one of the cutest animals ever. Forget your giant pandas. Nah. Fries are kind of gross at Sonic. That's because you need proper chips, Priscilla. Proper big, fat, juicy English chips, not skinny fries. Kind of ones that after about 5 minutes, when they start getting cold, they like eating cardboard. Yeah. Like microwave chips. You need to put that much salt on them to give them any flavour. It's just pointless. And by the time they've cooled down enough that you start eating them, by the time you get to the end of the box, they're flipping cold anyway. Now, give me proper chip shop chips. Nom 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 nom. Cheese sticks instead of fries there. How do people manage to mess up frying potato? Right. You get the potato, you slice it, you parboil it. That's the trick. Parboil it first. Then it fries a lot quicker. And you stick it in oil and fry it until it's cooked, and then you take it out. How do you mess that up? Are they just using some really nasty oil? Are they using some horrible vegetable oil that they're changing every day for some bizarre reason? When they should be using something like lard or beef dripping and leaving it in there for a couple of weeks at a time just to build the flavour. Chippy chips, pickled egg or pickled onion. Yum, 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 yum. Ginger, usually currently purple and magenta. Manda Panda. Oh, I shall remember that. I should try and remember that, and call you Manda Panda from now on. And I'm not sure what my spirit animal is, but it probably has rabies. Oh yes, yeah. Couple of jumbo sausages in batter, whichever size portion of chips you need, because it's different in different chip shops. If I go to the one I normally get my chips from, I get small because they give me extra because I'm a regular and they know me and I serve them in the shop. If I go to one of the other ones, I get a medium because they don't necessarily know me, so they don't give me extras. Right, turn the kitchen light on because it's getting a bit dark, and I'm going to shut the back door before we get any visits from either frogs or things with double the amount of legs. You mean that gorgeous boy? I mean, he is actually my spirit animal, literally. It's animal spirit that is with me. I think we just connected on the same level. There was, it's hard to explain, but it wasn't like owner and pet. It was just like we were buddies. Yeah. We operated at the same level, basically. And he liked naps as much as I liked naps, so it worked out well. And he still comes and naps. Let's say last Thursday when I got the new epistogrammas, I was having my nap after I put them in the tank, and I heard him meowing at them. So he was introducing himself. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, good boy. Good little Floofmeister. Lord Floof of Floofington. Floofy boy. And all the various other things I called him. He always seems to know when I was talking to him. Whatever I called him. If I called him Zach, he got confused more often than not. Yeah, he was my soulmate. Yes, he was. He's my little buddy. He's still my little buddy. Just a bit more mischievous now. Although I think perhaps he was mischievous in life. He just kind of hid it better. He would like knock things over with his tail, like he didn't know where his tail was. You think about it, you think, no, you know where your body parts are. You were doing that on purpose. And it wasn't ever anything that was going to spill or break. We'd like done up a bottle of Coke and he'd knock it over. Mother floofer. No, I never had to get mad with him at all. The only times he ever bit or scratched me was a complete accident. I would playing belly rubs or something, and he'd accidentally catch me with a claw. I mean, he didn't have his claws out, but he could still catch you with a claw. The only time he ever accidentally bit me, he was having one of his treaty chew sticks, and he got a bit carried away and started trying to eat my finger. But as soon as he realised it wasn't treaty chew stick, he was like, sorry, didn't mean to. Instant head rubs and kissing it up. So for anyone here who's not 100% familiar, how could you not love that boy? Look at that face. Isn't he gorgeous? Butter wouldn't melt. My little floofy boy. If he was still about, he'd probably be sat on my lap right now. And he would definitely be the star of the stream. He'd be sitting there staring at the computer screen, probably reading the comments, meowing at people. I haven't found, as long as you found one soulmate, that's good enough. And I suspect, a bit like me, Priscilla, your spirit animal probably has rabies as well. I get the feeling. Older kitten, I would totally call that. Take the crawling, clawing up the back of the curtains. I can't spray myself. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They're not dumb. Pam, lovely Pam, how are you? Happy Bunny Egg Day, my dear. Or Happy Day of the Dead, Zombie Day, whichever you prefer. Spirit animal probably lives in a dark cave. Yeah, I think my spirit animal is probably a werewolf, or dog man, or goat man, or it's something like that. It's not going to be something soft, fluffy, and cute. It's going to be something nasty and bitey and spiky. Sean's going to burp. Which is cool. Yes, anything else? Has anything else been going on in Planet Sharpe lately? No. Mine's a honey badger. Yeah, quite likely. We've got the same hair colouring, same temperament. I'm not such a fan of biting people in the nuts as a honey badger is. Easter Bunny left some jelly beans at my house. Listen, don't eat the red ones. Yeah, no, they're currants. They're for you to put in your hot cross buns. That's what they're for. Mind you, to be fair, that probably tastes better than hot cross bun does. Rabbit poop probably is better tasting than currants. I would probably have to say that. I mean, I've never eaten rabbit poop, but I have eaten currants, and they're bloody foul. Why do people? Why did someone have to take a perfectly nice bread roll and completely screw it up? I mean, it'd be so much better with just like cheese on top of it, maybe bits of cheese throughout it, then butter and more cheese. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Why do we have to add fruit to? No. See, fruit and veg is that's the food for my food. And I'm trying to figure it out. Just trying to figure out where this camera is focused on. It's not focused on the tank behind me. It's not focused on me. That's got it. It's just focused a little bit further forward, and I'm sitting. Oh, pardon me. Other end. What have I eaten today that might cause wind? Nothing. No, just normal fartiness then. Okay. It wouldn't be one of my streams if I didn't burp and fart during it now, would it? If there was no energy drink, no smoking, no burping, no farting, people would wonder what the hell someone had done with me. And if there was no crudity or humour, oh dear, people would start calling the police. Right. At least we haven't had anyone wet themselves this day. I've been a social. Okie dokie, Merritt. Have a good evening. I might fire you a message in a bit. But if I don't, because I forget, because I'm crap. Mwah. And sleep tight. Yeah. I'm the same. I can only do a certain amount of time with people every day. It's probably my ideal job would be basically me on my own, probably in a warehouse that's haunted. Yeah. That'd be pretty good. Pretty much any job where I don't have to deal with other people would be a bonus. I'd quite happily be a street sweeper. Yeah. Wouldn't bother me, except in the hot weather in summer. That wouldn't be too fun. But and we're back in focus for some random reason. Oh dear, pardon me. Yeah. So this is one of the things I like about the internet, online, electronic communications. When you've had enough of communicating, you can just turn things off or ignore them. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the phone. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was on the loo and forgot about it by the time I came back downstairs. Yeah, it's not that I'm some grumpy old git. Well, I'm grumpy. I'm old and I'm a git. So yeah, but we all have days where we just like, no, I just can't people today. And that's what separates shop workers from other workers. When we having days when we can't people, we still have to people. And we have to be polite and friendly to people when you really don't want to be. So basically, shop workers are really good at lying. Has anybody else got any questions for me? Preferably ones that don't involve slough. Otherwise, I are going to disappear off and eat some of my Easter prezzies and chill for a little bit. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend. Good to see you again, Manda Panda. Have a good one. Mwah. Oh, thank you very much, Bob. I shall try and catch one of your streams. Same with anyone else here who streams. I have every intention of watching, and then I either don't wake up in time or I fall asleep beforehand, or I'm at work. That is generally what happens. I do try and catch as many on the replay as I can, but again, it tends to be when I'm, let's just say, likely to fall asleep. And as I've said to Bob before, it's not that the content's boring or anything. It's Bob's voice just has that calming, lulling effect. It's that even tone, that gentle lilt. Just I mean, if I really wanted to stay awake, I'd stick some of my videos on. That'd keep me awake. It'd be like having a nightmare. So, to those who are still left, thank you very much for watching, tuning in, turning up. Hope you enjoyed. If not, I hope at least you didn't hate it. Have a great week. I shall see you same time next week, same place. Stay safe, have fun, peace out, rock on. I cut my fingernails. Bye bye. Sunday sharp do 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 do. Sunday sharp do 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 do. Sunday sharp do 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 do. Is it over yet? I bloody hope so. This guy keeps rattling on about nothing.